どうも始まりました。ヤッホー Welcome everyone。 どうも寝起きです。今日も京都で寝起きの急遽でございます。おはようございます。 Good morning. I just woke up from the taking up。 タイトさんこんきょう、いらっしゃい、いらっしゃいませ。やばい、今日もね仕事終わり眠くて、仕事中眠くて頑張ってね仕事終わらせた後寝てたわ。いやー寝ました。寝起きよきよかわいい。よかった。ありがとう。ハムさん、こんきよ。いらっしゃい。ウェイカム、ウェイカム。いらっしゃい。I was taking up. パフ。パフって言ったよ、ちゃんと。パフって言った。はい、アキ。ウェイカム。いらっしゃい、アキさん。ヤンホー。元気。寝起きだから、ちょっと、眠いな。I just woke up from the nap, so I'm still a bit sleepy. ハフ助かる。ハフってなっちゃったね。You were taking up. I thought I was the only lazy one. なんやって。I was taking up. そう。お昼寝してました。朝早いな。おはよう。眠って言った。そう。殺す気か。で、やばいよ。いや、今一瞬ね、冗談で殺してやろうかって思ったけど、さすがにやばすぎるなって思って、やめておきました。さすがにね、寝起きの頭で突然、物騒な言葉飛び出ちゃうと、やばいので、バンされちゃうので言いません。ありがとうございます。パフとパフを順番に使っていこうと思う。What were you going to kill? And Sauta-san told me like, are you going to kill me because of my cuteness? そういうこと。可愛さで殺す気ですかっていう風に言われてたからね。わらって。殺しません。みんな生きててくれないと困るからね。困るから生きてください。Please don't die. I need you, everyone. みんな必要だから。みんなのことが必要だから、ちゃんと生きててください。よいしょ。今日ね、久々にオレオ食べたんだよ。久々になぜかというと、朝とお昼がちょっとしか食べなかったからカロリーに余裕があってね、オレオ食べたんだわ。 Today I had breakfast and lunch of course, but that amount was super small, so little amount, so after a while I had Oreo. Yes, the Chinese Oreo. そう、中国のオレオ。そうなんだよ。久々に食べた。美味しかったわ。That was so tasty. I used to having it every day. Wow, I cannot imagine it. Wow, because when I put the calorie, that was like around 300 kilocalorie. なんかカロリー計算してみたら300キロカロリーくらいあってびっくりしちゃった。わーって。ねえ、でもすごい美味しかった。甘くて美味しい。もう毎日食べたい。毎日食べるにはあれだな。運動300キロカロリーずつ毎日やればいいかな、多分。Don't kill anyone on stream. You would get banned. Do that off stream. It's okay. やばいな。I won't kill anyone. 誰も殺しませんのでご安心ください。ちょっとお水飲もう。お水が美味しいでございますね。お水が。まあそんな感じです。今日は何をするかというと、テイルズオブアライズでございますね。はい。テイルズオブアライズ、今日何回スクワットすると思うね。例えばさ、なんだっけ、ゲスみたいなやつがあったよね。ジオゲッサーの方ね。300いっちゃうの。なんだっけ、ポリンじゃなくてさ、ボールトだっけ。実施中のアンケートに投票します。アンケートじゃなくてね、なんだっけ、なんかね、予想をするみたいなやつがあって、ちょっとやってみようかな。プレディクトかな。あ、これだ。プレディクションだ。何回スクワットするでしょうみたいな。 クワット何回するかな。予想当たったら何かありますか？チャンネルポイントが当たります。なんとチャンネルポイントが結果に応じて投票してくれた人の数にも応じるんだけど、ギャンブルみたいなことができますね。予想1300以上。ちょっと文字数の関係で英語でしか入力できないんだけれども、more than 300。いっぱいある。0から100、101から、違うな、0から90だな。90、91、やばい、指ピシュってなってる。指ピシュってなっちゃってる。なんでこれなっちゃったんだ？これか。指プシュってなっちゃった。91から150、150から300、300以降。おー、いいじゃんこれ。予想開始。予想結果の確定出てきた？指ピシュってなんだ？指をね、今ねピシってしてたの。これ見てみて、指ピヒ1番みたいになってた。1番って。よし、How many squats？ということでできました。なるほどね。そうなのよ。時々指が暴走してしまいます。よいしょ。じゃあ準備もできたしやりますか。ロードゲーム。じゃあゲーム画面に移ります。 Let's move to the game screen. Oh wait, I forgot to connect my controller. Where's my controller? コントローラーつなぐの忘れてた。あれ、つながった。オッケー。移動しましょう。はい。ゲームが出てくるよ。こっから出てくるよ。カモン、ポチ。Oh, by the way, QQ is cute today. ありがとう、Thank you. Tales of ToARISE ありがとう、Thank you for updating. ありがとうございます。すごい、これ投票した人にちゃんと番号がついてる。OBS 上でみんな、これツイッチ上でもさ、みんなの名前の横に3とかってさ、ついてんのかな？ちょっと見てみよう。I wanna check it. ついてる。エイハムさんは3番に投票したんだ。So it seems Aham, you voted on the number 3. And サルタさんも3番に投票したみたい。へえ。私はちょっと眠い。でも応援するよ。ありがとう。無理しないでね。無理はしないで。これね、投票いろいろしてくれた人が多ければ多いほどね、ポイント、チャンネルポイントがもらえるという仕組みになっております。ママ！
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
そうだね、茨に触れたね。
That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still,
Do your best today. Thank you. ありがとう。
even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion
ママ優
needs to
しい
have to
な。
see you get hurt by her
She is
thorns,
so
you
kind.
know?
マミー
Yeah,
You're so
I know.
kind.
I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask
It's a
on.
adapt this
And you didn't
unicorn.
even bat an eye.
そうだね。ちょっと養子として、
That's what I mean
太
when
鼓ママ
I
は
said you saved
キサラ
her.
ママ、
Just like
君
you
も言
did
ってる
with
じゃ
the
ないで
rest
す
of
か。
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them.
いやー、
Those
前回
thorns
す
have
ごい
robbed her
胸
of the
熱な
kind
展
of
開だった
everyday
よね。
things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
もう君たち
You can
結
say
婚し
that
ちゃいなよ。
again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she
Maybe
gets
if
what she
Kisara
wants.
adopts you, you would get say so.
I have my own
That's
dreams.
right.
But a world
キサラマ
without
マ
her
にのところに養子として迎え入れていただけたら、多分
isn't a
清楚に
world
な
I
るかも
want
し
to
れ
live
ない。
in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
よし。じゃあフォローくん。
Did you know?
You mean
何
about Shion?
There are three types of
I
person.
didn't have the
Those
slightest
who
idea.
love strikes,
I mean,
those who
every
love
once in a
なん
while
か
I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined.
ロくんこの服
It's
かわ
like
い
a
いな
completely different world was spinning around me, and I
Every
couldn't
time
even
you
see
open
it.
Pixie she will
You and me
scold
both.
you. Oh
I mean, I knew something
no.
was bothering her, but
Oh no.
I could never quite figure out what it
やば
was.
い。ピクシブ開くだけで怒られちゃうなんて
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from
一瞬アル
taking
フェに
her.
うさ耳ついてるのかと
No
思っ
matter
た
what.
頭の上
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle.
I once
Shion,
thought
the world,
Alphen has
we
a
can
rabbit
save
ears
everyone.
on top
And I
of
mean
his
it when I
head
say
because
we,
of the
Alphen.
angle.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say.
あー、
Do
パ
you think
パ
he'd
のこと
pat
考
me on
え
the
てるんだ
back or tell me
な
off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest.
His hair is
You're
weird.
your own man, Lila. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
髪の毛か
I
な
guess he couldn't say anything
まだ
even
お
if
面
he
付きの
wanted to.
顔最近やっと慣れてきた気がする
Sorry.
な
I guess those of us amongst the living
Finally
have
I'm
enough
getting
problems
used
to deal
to
with,
of his
don't we?
face
We'll
without
need
mask
all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
ああ、まあ、ロークは優しいですねチヨンタンかわいいチヨンタンかわいいあとリンウェルちゃんとおちよだねちょっと止まらないでほしいヤッホー
Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard? How could I?
Fair enough.
メインディッシュは最後です
Shion's
ね
had
そう
to
そう
deal
そう
with
そ
so
うそう
much
そう
on
そう
her own.
もちろん
Even
で
when
す
we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a
そうだ
friend
ね
and
友
yet
達
be
って言
so
ってたね
completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
damn.
do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend
ト
to
ラ
her
シオ
before.
ンね
You'll
そ
be
うだよ
an
ね
even
悲
better
しい
one now.
かわいそう
I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Finwell.
おーリベルちゃんいい子ですねじゃあ最後いきますかおーティオーおティオおティオ
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
いいね
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her.
あー優しい
Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
おちよ今日も綺麗だ
No, I
な
understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly
It's very
what will
for
happen
today
to bring
as
it all
well.
about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues. Yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well,
Ah,
I imagine they must
確かに。
sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
あー声があったよね
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy.
おっとそろそろ時間だ。キュウキュウが来るから消えていいよ。
That's what we all think.
そう、それ。おっと時間だ。俺はそろそろ来るから消えていいよ。消えちゃダメだよ。
Let's return to when
俺
we
はそろ
found
そろ来る。
Shion in
ミ
Pelagia.
ーミーミー
When
ミ
her
ー
thorns
って
went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But
あ
why
れの
would
ク
they
ソコラ
want to
自分で
destroy
作って
the
みたい
entire
な。
world?
なんかキヨキヨの絵で
As for that,
なんか頑張っ
I
て描
really
いてやっ
cannot
てみ
say
たい
for
な。
certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to
あ、初
contain
見
it
さ
thus
ん
far.
YouTube でいらっしゃい、いらっしゃいませ。なんて読めばいいかな。
Noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
サイレンさんで合ってるかな。
Can you blame
いらっしゃいませ。初見です。なんで英語なんですか。
When one
いらっしゃいま
realizes that the
せ
world they once。
あの
thought to
ね
be true is
実
but
は
a mere
Twitch と
facade.
YouTube で
They
同
can't
時配
help
信
but
してるんだけ
seek
ど
the truth.
海外日記が結構視聴者さんにいるのでボイスだけ英語にしてます。
I imagine the remaining
いらっ
pieces
し
of
ゃ
the
い
puzzle that we
ね
seek rest somewhere
はじめ
within
まして
Lenius.
そしてはじめまして
As for what
相馬
the
清良
final
です
picture will look
ユニコーンの VTuber で最近アライズやったり
I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the
なんか
time
いろい
being.
ろゲームやってるんだけど最近はアライズやってます。よろしくお願いします。やった皆さんみんな初見さんが YouTube で来てくれて嬉しいね。ちなみに突然英語喋ったりするんだけど日本語で言ったことを自分で英語に訳したりしてるだけなのでご心配なく大丈夫だよ。怯えないでね。 Welcome new viewer ということで Twitch の方からもお出迎え違うな。
Hey, you doing all right?
なんかお迎えみんなウェルカムしてくれてる。いいね。
I seem to cause nothing but worry.
ぴょんちゃんかわいい。
As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
いやー先週はめちゃめちゃ激アツ展開だったからな。
Hey, do you remember the first time
そう
you
なんです
said I
ね。あり
was
がとう
your
ございます。
friend?
声素敵ですね。ありがとう。めっちゃ嬉しい。ありがと
No.
う。
When
シン
was
プルに
that?
嬉しい。ありがとうございます。
Sorry, I can't remember.
優しい。嬉しい。
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadime, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me.
かわいい。
Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword
はあはあはあ
and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two. And before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends.
そうだね。仲間って呼んでたね。
It didn't matter that we were Renins. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that.
いいな。かわいいな。かわいいしか出てこないね。
I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
ぴょんた
But then
ん。
I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that.
ぴょんたんかわいい。ねえ、かわいいよね。
I'm not planning on
あ、よかった。
dying
もう死ぬことは
anymore.
考えていない。よかった。
I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now.
よかった。それは本当によかった。
For Dana and for myself, I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water.
お水飲め。あ、お水飲む。
I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
オッケー。このカットシーンの後にやるか。
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renins, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you
Oh.
until the very end.
おー、 おー、言った。いいぞ。よかった。
Thank you.
いいね。いいこと言うじゃない。
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
いいね。お。お、帰ってきました。オッケー。じゃあまず、あ、おきよ。よし。まずお水を飲みましょうかね。よいしょ。じゃあストレッチはスクワットするときにやろうか。そうだ、サイレンさん用に読み方サイレンさんで合ってるかな。最初の P は発音しないのかな、もしかしたら。テュオハリムがめちゃめちゃ好きだから、このテュオハリムが戦闘中にダウンするごとに1回ごとに30回スクワットするっていう縛りプレイでやってる。発信しますか？発信しちゃう？発信しちゃうか。行こう。レッツゴー！行くぞー！準備できてる。もう心の準備はできてる。
This lady better hold together once we're up in the
結構
air.
大きかったんだね、こ
Don't
れ。
say that. You're going to jinx us.
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
確かに、なんて名前？
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
春ナイツ。
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
かっこいいじゃん。
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
ママかわいいよ。ママ綺麗
Not
で。
sure I'm completely convinced, but... Well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Okay, people. We have two goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis
もういきなり
and make the
レネギス
Renans
行っちゃうん
finally
だ。
leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good?
おー、なんか最終決戦に近くなってきた感じがするね。
All right. And let's go.
行きますか。あ、草が消えてる。おお。誰が運転してるのこれ。Who's driving this ship? ああ。そんなこと前も言ってラスボスじゃなかったな。さあ確かにこの前もね、おラスボスかラスボスかって言ってラスボスじゃなかったもんな。
I can still hardly believe it.
宇宙だ。
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a
No one's
living,
driving
breathing
it.
world.
確かに誰も運転してないよね。
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
Is it on autopilot?
How much longer until we
Hopefully.
reach Lenegis?
これきっとオートパイ
There
ロ
are
ット
better
モー
ways
ド
to
なん
use
じゃな
your
いか
time
な。
than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the
あ、昼
facilities
寝
on
する
board
時間はない
before
ですか。
arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations
そう
once
だ
we're down there.
ね。ショップとかどこにあるんだ
Think
ろ
you'll
う。
be all right with the controls?
どうすんの確かに。
You mean the one set to automatic pilot?
お
I dare say I'll
お
manage.
自動であったん
I'm
だ。
basically just here to supervise.
In that case,
お手
she's
を
all
頼り
yours.
になるな。パーティーが解散しました。オ
Everything okay,
ッケ
You seem
ー。
a
仲間
little
たちと話す。
different.
Different. Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.
今日はなんか仲間と話すことが多いね。ヤッホー。
Hey, Alphen, listen to this. So Law and I were just talking, and
Hey, shut up!
何何何何ローくんどうしたの？
Only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a
まあ確かに
starship,
そう
dummy.
ね。
That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys. I'm no expert, but I think we can trust Renin
そうだね。
technology.
レナの技術めちゃめちゃ
Got
す
me
ご
to
いも
Dan
ん
in One
ね。
Piece, remember?
Oh, that's
Does
a
he
good
get
point.
air sickness?
If you think
Air
so,
sickness?
Alvin,
What
it
is
must
air
be
sickness?
Okay. Don't you agree,
Ah,
Rob?
like a motion
Hard to
sickness on
argue
the
with
plane.
that, seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alvin. It's just wrong,
あれ
okay?
かな、飛行機の上で酔っちゃうみたいなやつかな。Maybe not. If someone to get air sickness, that would be Kisara. Because she had a ship sickness. キサラママがこの間船酔いしてたから酔うとしたらママなんじゃないかな。
You okay? Feeling airsick?
おお、これ
Actually,
だ
now that you
船酔い
mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride,
よか
all
っ
things
た。
considered.
元気そうでよかっ
Nothing
た。
like being at sea, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
うん。
It's a healing pod. It fixes
ヒーリ
injuries
ン
and
グポット、
illnesses.
そうなの？そう
Oh,
な
you
んだ。
don't say. Well, that should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're
船酔
down
っ
there.
てるママが、船酔ってるキサラママが見れないだと、そうなんだよ。
Was it something I said?
残念ながら。
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lennigus, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? But that mean you were inside for 300 years?
そうだよね、
Yes,
300年
it
ね。
sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right. But still, whether you meant to or not, I
300
sure
歳の
am
おじいちゃんだ
glad
か
that
ら
it's
な。
this century that you finally woke up in.
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done,
ああ、そう
we would have
ね
never。made
こ
it
こま
this
で
far
来た
without
の
you.
はある意味アルフェンのおかげ
And
だか
not
ら
only
ね
that,。but Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie.
ああ、ママ
But
ね
at the、
お
same
兄さんの
time,
ことを考
I
えて
also
た
felt
もん
really
ね。
compelled to fulfill my brother's wishes. I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now, and those still to come. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Danans, wherever they might be,
お
to be free.
ー
If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen.
よかったね、アルフ
I'll
ェン。
forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just
そうだ、
yet.
赤い女がいた
You
わ、
should
赤い
probably
女。
save
あれ
your
マジ
thanks.
謎だよ
At
ね。
least until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
ママー行くぞ。じゃあ、メインディッシュ。あ、シオンタンもいるかな。シオンタンから先に話しかけてみるか。シオンタ
We'll be going to Lennigus soon.
ンもうレネゲ
This
ス
must
着く
feel
の
like a
早い
homecoming of
な。
sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lennigus like back then? You know,
あ、
before
確
you
か
came
に
to
どんな
Dana.
感じだったんだろうね
Let's。just say I don't have many happy memories. I've had
キ
thorns
サラ
my
ママの
whole
会話に
life,
ママ叫びおも
for
ろ。
as long as I can remember.
もうママーって
They
なっ
called
ちゃう
it
よね
treatment.。But in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig
あ、
for
じゃ
their
あなんか施
research.
設みたいなところで育ってたの
They
か。
experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my
マジ
thorns
か。
or changed the form they took. Day in and day out, every
あ、
single
確かに
day,
解剖
one
されて
test
なかった
after
な。
another. I'm still surprised they didn't try to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, like I was a monster or something. Some
悲しい。
existence, huh? A blight on any I touched. Helplessly complicit in their
飛行機
pain.
めっちゃブーンって飛んでるからうるさいかもしれない。
But then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition?
ああ、
Unable
孤
to
独。
so much as touch another soul.
聞こえる？
Loneliness was my
よかっ
best
たよかったよ
friend.
かった。
Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd
め
be
っちゃ急
swallowed
遽の
up
方
by
では飛行
oblivion.
機の音がねブーンって聞こえてたからやばって思っ
If
た。
I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
ああ。
No, it's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
There's
You
some
say
kind
it's
of
your
sound.
destiny to die
Yeah,
so
there
that others
was
can
there
live.
was on my
Why
side
not the other way around?
the
Why
airplane
shouldn't we be the
sound,
ones
but
dying to save
it seems
you?
that the microphone
Are
didn't
you
capture the
crazy?
sound.
Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny
It
stakes?
didn't. ね
How。is that even right?
心霊じゃね、水に入ってない
It's
写
that
真撮っ
logic
て。
that's used to justify
違う
slavery.
わ、それ
As
シ
if
ャッタ
some
ー
of us
だ
were
よ、
just
映画
meant
の。
to be sacrificed.
あ、ゆきみさん、こんばんは、いらっしゃいませ。外国人、外国人ではない。でも、嬉しい勘違いかもしれない。はじめまして、相馬清良です。日本、バリバリ日本人の VTuber で、Twitch でも配信してるんだけど、結構ね、Twitch の方で海外に行きが多いので、英語版で遊んでたり、あと、自分自身が喋る日本語も英語に翻訳したりしてます。
Not just me.
いらっしゃい、ゆっくりしててね。
This fight is yours too, Shion. If we're going to
バリバリ
win,
日本人だったね。
everyone has to
そう、
win.
バリバリの日本
There
人
can
で
be
す。
no room for
すごいですね
losers in。this
ありが
fight.
とう。ちょっとまだまだ勉強中だけど、よろしく。
A victory without losers. But that means that a Dan and
なんか日
victory
本語
over
と英
Ren
語
can't be the
コロコロ
end.
喋るけど、同じことしか基本言ってないから心配しないで大丈夫だよ。怖くないよ。怯えないで。
We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever changing.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever
ちなみに
changed
この
the
チャンネル指
future.
示やアドバイスでは禁止でしょうか。あ、確認ありがとうございます。そうです。ちょっとね、一人でじゃないな。一人で頑張って考えたいみたいなところがあるので、指示とか助言がね NG となっております。細かいね、何がダメかっていうのが概要欄にルール書いてあるので、ちょろっと見てくれると嬉しいなね。ちなみに他のチャンネルって指示とか OK のチャンネルとかあるのかな。なんか珍しい気はする。おティオ、おティオかっ
Is
こいい
something
よ。
wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been
あ
7
るん
years.
だ。へ
that's
え、
all.
そうなんだ。
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegus? I guess
Would
even
you-
someone like you can get homesick, huh?
おティオか
I
っ
am
こいい
as
な。
prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me though, you too have a history with Lenegus. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well,
時たまあるキャラに発狂してますよ、ご注意を。そう、もうおティオに発狂してるからね、このテュオハリムが大好きで。
But I can't keep running forever.
ちなみにこれやってる時にテュオハリムが戦闘中に1ダウンするたびに30回スクワットする縛りで遊んでる。
ToARISE?
Forgive me.
あ、逆にそうなんだ。攻略情報くださいって概要欄に書いてる方もいますね。そうなん
Come back and
だ。
speak to me when you finish
へ
looking
ー、
around the ship.
人それぞれでいいね。いろいろ違ってて楽しい。あのね、目が休めます。ちょっとだけね。目を休めるってこと？
Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be making
もうレイネ
preparations
ギ
to
ス
land.
ついちゃうの。早っ。
Before we do that, just what exactly should we expect when we get down there?
Kisara has a point. Now that I think of it, I don't know
確
the
かに
first thing
お
about
ティオ
Lenegus.
とシオンタンは知ってるけどね。
It's been centuries since I was last there. And they didn't exactly give me the grand tour.
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegus was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dana. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Enough to determine someone's social
精
rank, you
霊術の強さで
Astral
身分が
arts
決
are
まる。
innate, right?
確かに生まれつきのものになるはずだよね。
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play.
じゃあおティオは生まれつき強かったんだろうなきっと。
As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence, and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass,
あ、そうなんだ。
denied the right to descend to Dana even if
結
they
構身
wanted
分社
to.
会だね。This is like a class
Still, even the
society.
lowest rung on the Renin ladder is considered superior to being a
う
Danon.
ん
Keep that in mind down
そん
there.
なに距離がないのか、
Thanks for
性
the
能が良すぎる船なのか、
As
ど
a
っちなんだ
lord,
ろうね。
Dohalim must have been
ラステキ
pretty
さん、
high up
今
in the
季を
pecking
いらっ
order,
しゃい、いらっしゃい、いらっ
right?
し
What
ゃ
about
い
you,。
今
Come
ね
on, you've seen
今
her
日
skill with
ボ
astral
ーティング
arts.
やってたよ。
You really need to ask?
話し方が落ち着いてますね。
Fair
私
point.
初参加ですよね。初参加。
Arts alone,
そう、初、
you're
ゆ
right.
きみさんは
I'd have
今日ね、
been
初
sitting
見さんだと思ってたか
But
ら
you're forgetting my
ね、
thorns.
来てくれてありがと
They
う。
weren't exactly an
今は落ち着い
invitation
て
to
るか
high
もしれないけ
society.
ど、発狂するとめちゃめちゃ発狂するから楽しみにしてて。
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
もうお
It's
ティオが好き
refreshing
す
to
ぎ
be
て
around someone
よ
who
く
says
狂っ
what
て
they're
る。
thinking. Life's less complicated that way.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments much?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Lost blushing!
I am not!
いいな
Of
ぁ
course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts
さ
is
すがおティオです
discrimination
ね。
at
さ
its
すがお
worst.
ティオだよね。
As if such simplistic criteria could ever be a measure of someone's worth.
So this red woman,
確かに赤い女いるのかな。
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility.
ラスボスは
Chances
う
are
ち
she's
は
also
赤い
connected
女だ
to
と
the
信
Renis
じて
Alma
る。
being stolen from us in Pelegion.
いや、意外と
If the
別のや
Renis
つがい
Alma
た
is
りし
being
て
used to exploit
楽しみ
Dana,
だな。
we need to take it back at all costs.
That red woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've got a ton of questions.
お、ピープーピープーピープーみたいになって
We're
る。
about to land. The
え、
descent
も
could be a
う
little bumpy, so brace
もう
yourselves.
着くの早くな
Any
い？
clues about your thorns out there, Shion?
シオンタンだったら泣く。いや、泣くわー。いや、そういう展開ありえそうで怖いな。もう着く、早い。今日はカットシーンが多い日かな、きっと。
There's no one here. I wasn't
綺麗に
expecting to
着地した
welcome that,
ね。
but still.
Lenegis's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still
Oh.
underway.
do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
はい、わかりました。油断しちゃいけないと
I
いうことで。
really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
いやー、いるでしょう、きっと。どんな感じなんだろう。鎧着てるのかな。
We've come all this way on a
Maybe
hunch that
Renan
this red
people
woman
is
is
wearing
here,
armor
right?
as
And if
well.
we're lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
It seems today there won't be a lot
There
of
is an
squads.
area of the city that is
Seems, yes.
accessible only to the
そうだ、今
sovereigns.
日はそんな
known
に
as the
カットシーン
Forbidden
が
Zone.
多いからさ、
That
そんな
seems
に
as
スクワ
good
ッ
a
ト
place
しな
as
そう
any
に
for us
済
to
む、
start.
しなそうで済むね。かもしれん。
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a sovereign in our midst.
あ、確かに。王の資格。
In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
うん、そうだよね。
Then you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen
なん
said
でフラ
that
グ
he
立てちゃうか
remembered
な。
the
フラグ
Renis
立てちゃ
Alma
った。
being
ヒヒ
used in
ヒ
the
ヒ。
spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago.
いや、きっと大丈夫だ
Whatever
よ
the。ceremony's purpose, if preparations are
エ
underway
ク
for
セ
it
ル
to be
立ち上げ
held
るの
once
忘れちゃっ
more,
た。エクセル。
then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman.
エクセル立ち上げとこ。
Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble.
やばいやばいやばい。
In which case,
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
I forgot to Excel. That's right.
But it's been over 300
右上の
years
ところ
since
で
I
ね、
was
ス
made
クワ
a
ットの回数
software.
数えるからね。
You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows?
とりあえず
Might
進ん
even
でみ
find
れ
a
ばい
clue
いと
to her
思うよ。
thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone.
よし、その金量っていうところに行ってみるか。あ、帰ってきました。
Beyond that wall lies a
とりあえずセーブするか。よし。
city full of Renans.
あ、なんか
Capital
びっ
city
くりマークがあ
Shion
る。
and Dohalim used to live, no less. Who knows what we'll
あー、
find on the
発
other
信する
side.
とかってある。どんな場所なんだ。ちょっと急にコントローラーくん止まるのやめて。コントローラー買い直そうかな、そのうち。あやまとびかげさん、こんばんは。いらっしゃい。いらっしゃいませ。今、アライズでね、なんだっけ、レネギスって場所にたどり着いたの。こっから今日ね、カットシーンが多くて、ムービーが多くて、やっと操作できるようになった感じ。何ダンスしてる？なんか結構燃えてるよ。大丈夫なのかな、ここは。大丈夫なんかこれ。
What in the world?
あ
This
ー
being Renin territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this?
なんか壊
This
れ
is a
てる
bit
な、
more
結
than
構。
I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegis changed shape, it must have had an
そうだよ
effect
ね。
on the interior too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
あー、なるほどな。道がわかんなくなるか。ん？
Is that you?
お知り合いですか？誰ですか？
Avakir. I'm glad to see you're well.
誰？
So it is you!
誰よ、この男。う
Why
ん
are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An
So
old
they-
friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
誰だこの男。ね、誰よこの
I'm
男っ
really
て。
not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening.
え、
So
王
far,
がいるん
Avakir,
だ。
listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
いいから答
Trust
えて
me.
よ。
The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
誰？
No.
誰？
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
シーって言ってる。
I can well imagine.
Good,
Why
good.
did you come back?
Is that
You know
room?
it can only result in pain for you
確
both.
かに。
I've no doubt of that.
え？
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Do?
この人もテュオって呼んでるんだ。おテュオじゃないんだね。まあ、おテュオは急遽だけか。来る時間かな。別の意味で狂っちゃう。
So who's Faria?
やめて！言わないで！言わないで！やめて！
If
まだ
what
準備で
Avakir
きて
said
ない。
is true,
あ、よかっ
it
た。
would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
ただの
They
幼馴
seem
染
to
み
be
だよ
just as
ね。
clueless about what's going
Just
on
an
up
old
here
friend,
in their
right?
own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens. See what we can
前に
find
さ
out.
スルードのレネギスいた時にさ、なんか泣いてた女の子がいるじゃん。あの子じゃない？あの子すごい泣いてさ、許さないって言ってた女の子だよ。きっとそうだよ。Maybe she is the lady who said, I want to forgive you to Johalim. Do you remember in the previous, the past time?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Destroy Kyrgyz dreams. No way, no way, no way. やだやだ。反応が欲しい。もうやばいって。
The Danins among us should
もう
probably
やばい
keep
っ
our
て。
heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading.
これ女子か、これが離婚か。もうそうだよ。そうだよ。もう脳みそぶち壊れちゃうからやめてほしい。
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable whatever did
You really have no clue what might have caused this?
would
ちょっ
that
と飛
I
ばしちゃった。
have. Alas, there was no warning, no
王
prior
がいるって
decree.
ことなんだよな。
His
王が
Highness
誰なん
must
だろ
have
う
deemed it
な。
unnecessary for us to know.
うん。
We have no choice but to grin and bear it. But do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris?
そうだよ。イルルケルス家。
I believed he was on Dana.
じゃあ、あれなんだ。いいとこの
Your eyes do
お坊
not
ちゃんなの
deceive
か
you.
な。
It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details
お、
of
いい
which
ね。
I cannot divulge.
As your lordship wishes. First Lenegis mutates beyond recognition. Now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed.
うん。
The Ilkaris house has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the
そうなんだ。結
latest
構鋭
crown
い。
contest.
そうなんだね。強い家系なんだ。
Your good wishes do me an honor.
よいしょ、よいしょ。こっちから。よいしょ。こっち？この人？ヤッホ
Your
ー。
lordship. Oh, what a great
あ、
honor
もう
it
有
is
名
to
人なん
finally
だ
meet
ね、
you.
おティオは。It
I
seems
descended
he's so
to Dana
famous.
during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing
あ
failed
れ、
to
ス
clinch
ル
the
ド閣下
title,
の
I
勝利は叶え
returned.
ませんでした。
I
If
witnessed
he
the
had a
deaths
woman,
of
it
so
would be
many
funny. No, no, no,
slaves.
no, no, no. There is no
Indeed.
woman.
Sorry to
いないい
interrupt,
ないいない。
but
女
we're
なんてい
looking
ない
for
か
a
ら。
woman dressed all in red.
確か
Have you
に。
seen anyone of that
赤い
description?
女知らないですか？
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd
そう、過
stand
去の
out
配信見
somewhat
直し
too.
て赤い女がマジでいたか見るの忘れちゃったんだよな。
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise.
うん。
Why do you want to find her anyway?
Never mind. Forget I asked. Sorry to take up your time.
美人のキサラママが近くに反応してなかったってことは薄いでしたね。やめろ。そうやって人の心をバテ遊んで。ダメだぞ。
Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
確かに赤い女見てなかった。
Oh,
ね、
yes.
見てなかった。
I can't seem to find my way home is all.
家が
I was just
どうなっ
about
ちゃっ
to
た
make
の
my
よって話だよ
umpteenth
ね、そも
attempt
そ
at a
も。
new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the sovereign knows best.
もうみんな王様の言うまま
A
にみ
lower
たいな。
caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my
上
welcome.
層民の区画。
I was hoping to
あー
avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go that way after all.
You mean you know another way round?
Let's hope it's his
You're
girlfriend. No,
definitely
no, 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 no
But
girlfriend.
how? Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here.
おお、壁
with
に
what
入り
looks
口
to
の
be
よう
an
なもの。
entrance in it.
いいね、いいね。
I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating. at
No,
least.
just an old friend. ただの昔
Shall
の
go
友
and
人だと
assess
思う
the
よ。
situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
You'd really do that for me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence.
おち
We
お
are both
お
Rena,
ちお優
first
しい
and foremost.
Oh, why yes, my lord. Thank you.
Well, we've canvassed the city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here.
確かに全然入ってこないよね。
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
確かに
Yeah.
めちゃめちゃ
That one guy even said his
あ
Zoogle
ズ
would
ーグ
stop
ルね
listening to
う
him.
ん
If
ズ
that's
ーグルで
true,
も
these
見てな
people
く
are
ない
in
まだ
big trouble.
Everything that
haven't seen
happens
the
here is
Zoogles yet.
attributed to the sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned.
あ
Their
ー
belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the
見てない
sovereign's
よ
grand
ね
plan.
ね
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person
あー
ruling
確かに
over
誰が
Lenegis?
全てるんだろ
The sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
う。
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
そうだよね
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me.
あ本国そういえば
Have you
本
met
国
or
があったよ
crossed
ね
paths with,
レナの
or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would
レネ
imagine
ギス
that...
住民全員が
No,
ってこと
surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegis has ever been there?
どういうことどういうこと
Hold up, what are you getting at, Tohaline?
どうしたのおちお
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegis has ever laid eyes on the actual Renan homeworld itself. No one but the
Ah.
sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis
ここだけが一
single-handedly.
方的にレネギス
It could
そ
be
の
a
こう伝えてる
one-way street.
あ
But I thought you said that the sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If
During
that's the case, can
conspiracy
he really
theories
rule directly over Lenegis from so far away?
どうか
What if
な
something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this sovereign even is.
数
Alfred
支配
said
し
he
てる
was
ってこと
forced
か
into the role,
どうなん
right?
だろうね
Just before the
も
ceremony.
しかしてレナには一人し
But
かいないと
sovereign is
か
also the title given to
確
the
かに
almighty Renan ruler.
どっちも王だし
So which one
呼
is
ばれ
it?
てるどっちも王って呼ばれて
Whoever
るし
wins
な
the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and Lenegis. Thereafter, that individual is known as the sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent. As for how Volron factors into all this, at this
確
point,
かに
I
ボル
no
ラーも
longer
なん
know
か
what
自
to
称
believe.
王っていうか王の
3
力持って
centuries
たも
ago,
ん
I
な
became the sovereign here on Lenegis. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Danon. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the sovereign's crest.
そうだね
That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made sovereign for the same
あ儀
reason?
式のための王って
Because
こ
of
と
that ceremony?
That is most,
I can't say
mostly
for
story Yes it
Certainly
seems
sounds like it.
But that
It
would mean
passed
that two
almost 1
sovereigns
hour
would need
and
to
then
exist at
still
any
no
one
fighting
time.
area
One whose
yet
job it is to rule.
確かに今日配信始まってから1時間ぐらい経つけ
We
ど
never did see
まだ
Volron's
戦闘が
body
一
back
度
in
も起きてない
Ganatheros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you?
あ
The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma.
そうだ
The same one
ね
that the Red
レ
Woman
ナスアル
stole.
マが必要
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another
あ
one
の
out
赤い
there
女が
aside
実
from
は
me.
ミコだったりする
questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered until we can establish the sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to
そうだ
another
ね、
section
金
of the
量
city.
に行けるかも
It
しれ
could
な
point
い。
us in the right direction. Let's go find it.
ということで、こっちから行くか。いやー、いっぱいいろんなことが起き
If
た。
nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the. I mean, there's sovereigns up on the.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
ツードだったらやつ
Only
だ。
current
あ
Get
hydrated! お
Renan
水飲む？
society is quite strict about such matters.
よし、じゃあお水飲みますか。水いただきます。ありがとうございます。
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about
あ、
the
確かにリエ
situation.
ゾたちね。Drink water! Yes, I drank water! Thank you! ありがとう。お水飲みました。
Balsif, Cannabelt, Almadria, and Volron.
アウメドラは完全になんかもう死んだ感じがするよね。
Aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lord.
Well, yeah. To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow.
うん
Nothing more.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives?
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah. a
確か
little.
に。そうだよね。ここで
If
住んで
you're
たみ
that
たいな感
curious
じ。
about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals? Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis.
その家の支持者がいる。そうだよ
And
ね。お
luckily
テュオ
for
もい
us,
たもん
the
ね。
people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which means they should be more inclined to talk to us.
クエストスタート。まあ、クエストはやらないんですけどね。基本的にスキップでございますね。ストーリーを進めたい。行くぞ。
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
あれ、レネギス金量の入り口。こっちか。
Indeed, the effects of Lenegis's transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was
ようやく
simply
戦闘しそう
luckier.
ですね。ようやく戦闘が始まりそう。
There's something I just
あ、ま
don't
た
get.
またカットシー
What
ン
is
だ。
it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned,
また
right?
ストーリーだ。
In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was
ああ、
that
そうだ
won
ね。
the
前
previous
回のスル
contest.
ドが確かに。
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Han-freaked Milgras, the former lord of
シスロディ
Cislodia,
ア
if
の
memory
スルド
serves.
でミルグリ
So
ス。
then this Han-freaked whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually
もしか
shown
して
himself
その
on
スルド
Lenegis?
が生贄
I
になっ
guess
てた
over
りとかして
holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland,
Oh.
sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to
エナスア
coincide
ル
with
マも
every
スル
crown
ドの勝者
contest,
にその都度作
meaning
られ
each
て。
victor is awarded
ああ、
their
毎
very
回
own.
作るんだ。
In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things
あ、
out
確
there
か
as
に
there have
それ
been
だけいっぱいあるって
contests.
ことだよね。
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to
う
order.
ん
But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite
全部
frankly,
嘘だったりし
I'm
て。
not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renan by blood, neither of us even knew that such a
あ、
thing
確
as
か
a
に闇
dark
のマスタ
master
ーコア
core
ね、あったよ
existed,
ね。
remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then.
そうだよ。
Let's
早
get a
く
move on.
早く行こう。早く行こう。わしは早く行ってどんなモンスターが出るかで見てみたい。またストーリーだ。え？誰？
Faria.
誰？
Varia? Isn't that the person that Abakir
ちょっと。
guy was?
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say?
ああ、やっぱりそう
Even
だ。
though you were willing to kill
あの泣いて
Tarnagin
た
to
子だ。
secure your
やっぱ
position
り。
as Lord, you still...
She was a girl who is crying.
I'm here to
We're
take care
saying-
of something.
I
If
won't
you wish to
forgive
continue
you.
this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
よかった。恋人でもなんでもなかった。
You always did prefer to take the coward's way out.
かわいいこの子。
Even after 7 years and living on that damn
この
rock,
髪型好き。
you haven't changed one bit.
This hairstyle is
But let
very
me tell
cute.
you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
そんなこと約束しちゃっていいの？大丈夫なの？
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you
あれ
leave
に
it to
近づく
someone
女。
else.
恐ろしい方向で、恐ろしい方向から。あ、かわいい。
You're just a coward.
おー、怖っ。怖いってそんなホラーやめていきなり。That was a sudden, like a jump scare.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned
The
having
jump
taken a
scare
friend's
with
life
that
over the
music.
throne.
ねえ。
Is that what she meant?
ホラー映画配信続いてました。
The
続いてたか
mistakes
も
I
しれ
made
ない
there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
や
can't
だ
just-
よ。
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far
これ
too
後
many
にお千代に
questions I
肩
still
車
seek
してない
answers to.
え、やばい。
Besides,
肩
you
車
have just as
赤い
much
女
reason to
怖
kill
い
me
な
as。she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
さあまた3歩進んだらカットシーンかな。やっと戦闘始まる？これ闇落ち展開来る？あ、闇落ち展開、はあ、いいよね。闇落ちでしか得られない栄養素あるで。びっくりした。なんかこっから見たらさ、パン1かと思ったよね。パン1かとはあ、これで、あー、こっち絶対こっち宿があるもんだって。こっちThere are resting areas, so this should be the correct way to go. 随分複雑な建物してますね。あ、またムービーかな。急遽目が思考があってい
This is beautiful.
やいやいやいや。
Yeah. It must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renans sure know how to live it up, don't they?
もしかして地元だったりする？
Is something the matter,
地
Dohalim?
元なの？ホームランド？
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnigan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnigan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnigan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. Four people bound only by their love of music.
子役者って見えたからびっくりしたよね。
Only the next song.
My dreams, seeing Kirby's dreams getting destroyed are no longer. No longer. おてよ。かっこいい。
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, DoARISE.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, DoARISE.
そうだよ。たくさん人を救ったんだよ。
You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Nice guy. Yes, he's so nice guy. マジいい男だよな。
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
ママもいる
It's
し、きっと
important to
大丈
have
夫だよ。
someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be
That's
enough.
why we would
And
take
he
Kyoko
knows,
away
yeah.
from him. Eh?
I promise he
No,
does.
please don't let me.
I hope you're right.
Please don't take me away from him. そんなおティオから遠ざけなんてことしないで。二人いい感じですよね。相棒としてですよ。そう相棒として。あ、誰か聞いてる。
Alphen.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
これのどっかに。
Those both
おお。
ways.
そのしもべたち。しもべたちってひどいな。しもべたちって。お金がいっぱいある。グレープフルーツグミ。グレープグミだった。いよいよ戦闘が始まりそうな感じがするね。ライフボトル3個ぐらい。全然アイテムがないんだけど。パイングミ、オレンジグミ。うわー、ちょっとしか買えない。
Maybe.
やばいな
I still wanted to say,
とりあえず行くか。何レベかな。きっとこっから戦闘が始まると思ってるんだけど。
I see a medic
ほら
and
いた。
supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
本当か。
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
強そう
Any way we
だ
can
よ
avoid
ね。
fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
あ、44レベ。
So much for them not wanting to fight. Oh,
I am Lord Doran.
全然戦闘じゃないですか。
I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
Have they been brainwashed too?
あ、落ちよ、起きて起きて落ちよ。間違えた間違えた。でもこの系のさアーマー着てる人たちお金いっぱいくれるからまだマシだよね。It gives me a lot of money, the money item, so it's still okay. よいしょ。コントローラーの調子がよろしくないぞこれ。よいしょよいしょよいしょ。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。頑張れアルフェン、頑張るフェン。 ATM おじさん、そうそうそうそうそう。 Finally after 1 hour fighting, that's right. 1時間ぐらいずっとカットシーンがあってようやく。よいしょ。いやいやママー。お、チオンタンが結構ピンチなのでは。よしよしよし。ああ。よいしょよいしょよいしょ。いいこれ経験値いっぱいもらえるんじゃない。ちょっとレベル上だしさ。よしよしよしよしよし。ダメだったか。よいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょ。結構硬いんだよなこの人たち。あと何体？あと2体。うわー結構いるな。シオンちゃんストロング。 Yes シオンちゃん is strong。 オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。硬いけどヤバそうではないですね。そうだね、そんなに攻撃受けなければって感じだね。オッケーオッケー。オッケー。
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
they weren't in the least bit phased by Dohaline's
確かに
presence
お経がいてもお構いなし。
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zoogles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed over eyes reminded me of
ガ
the
ナス
soldiers
ハ
and
ロ
slaves
ス
we met
ボ
back
ル
in
ラー
Ganath
ン。
Haros.
あーあれか。
The ones in blind
操
devotion
られ
to
てた系
Volra.
かな。
I've
あ
never
あ
seen
操られ
anything
て
like
る。
that here on
もしくは
Lenegis
この場所に
before.
入るときは
Maybe someone doesn't want us here.
なんか
And the soldiers
誰も
are their
許
way
さ
of
ないみ
letting
たい
us
な
know.
とこかな。
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign,
あ
and
赤い
Volra.
女いたしな。
We're
操ら
starting
れ
to
てる
develop
説はある
quite
か
the
もね。
growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
グレープグミゲットした。やったー、嬉しい。なんかでかいのいる。何あれ、あのでかいの。What's this big ギガント、なんだっけこれ、ギガントなんとかみたいなやつ。カマキリみたいね。あのでかいカマキリみたいだよね。一瞬でボコられそう。ちょっとあれはそのうちまた今度。なんかすごいズゴーグゴーみたいな。お、いたいたいたいたいたいたいた。ワンワンをフォースウルフみたいな。ちょっと待って、読めてなかった。 よしよしよしよし。 よし、あれやるか。レイズ Z のままだった。行くのだアルゼン、やるのだアルゼン。そうだ。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。Green Dogos and Green Mantis ねえ、Everything is green。めちゃめちゃ緑。やるフェン、アルフェンやるフェン、なかなかやるフェン。よいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょ。オッケーオッケー、あと2匹。オッケー。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。そしてこっちあと1匹、これだけ。経験値1000ぐらいもらえると嬉しいんだよな。今40レベルの子がいないんじゃなかったっけ。あとちょっとだったのに。あれあれ、オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。あ、2500だって。結構経験値もらえたね。マジでやった。これいけるのかな。ちょっと行ってみようか。44フォールスドマンティス。なんかそんな超強いやつとかではなく普通の敵っぽいなこれ。うまうまじゃん、美味しい。経験値うまうま。そんな強くもなかったし。なんか CP 気をつけないといけないよね。あ、アウト。おメテオなんとかっていうのを覚えた。強強。アルフェン頑張るフェン。よいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょ。頑張れアルフェン、やるフェン。よいしょよいしょ。このジャンプ技がなかなか当たらないんだよな。チャーラオフェンスデメージパンツキャン。そうそうそうそうそう。やるフェンやるフェンとかね。やるフェン頑張るフェン。よいしょ、行くぞ。わあ、やばい、 CP がそろそろ足りなくなってきそう。でもとりあえずレベル上げのために頑張ればいいんじゃないかな。アルフェン頑張れ。やっと半分。これで半分なの。ママ助けてママ。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。よしよしよしよし。 いい頑張るフェン。いいなかなか大変なことになってるな。ようやく赤だ。いった。シオンタンがやばい。危ない。アルフェンもう助けられないフェン。I can't save Alpha anymore. もう CP がないよ。死んだフェン。やばい。間違えた。アルフェンとちょっと交代。ママと交代。アルフェン犠牲勝利よ。いや本当だよね。アイテム使うか。オレンジ首。うわ使いたくないけど使うしかないフェン。いいシオンタンがなかなか必殺技をたくさん出してくれて嬉しいね。よしオッケー。ナイス回避。あとちょっともう次は絶対戦いたくないな。これ3000ぐらい経験値くれなきゃ嫌だな。オッケー。ようやく倒した。1700。こんだけ頑張って微妙だな。おっと115だけやりたいんだよな。39、40、40。いやー経験値がちょっとかすかったな。You're getting very good at battles. Thank you. ありがとう。戦闘上手くなってきてる。よかった。ちょっとインヌで経験値集めた方がいいんじゃない？インヌで。結構レベル差あったね。よし。宿泊。Should your hammer have been fell? そう。まだ落ちてない。近かったけど。一瞬危なかったけど。経験値集め。そうだね。経験値集めちょっとやるか。でももしかして一回倒せば大丈夫って感じ。間違えた。ここじゃないんだわ。ここにワンワンがいた気がする。2000ぐらい経験値くれるワンワン号が。ほらいた。ちょっとしばらくこの犬でこすり続けようかな。カマキリも復活するんかよ。カマキリあれさっきの場所のやつだったっけ。カマキリ復活はかなり厳しいよね。オッケー。オッケー。ナイス。オッケー。結構リンベルちゃんがいろいろな属性魔法を使ってくれるからいい感じに弱点ついてくれてるね。The mantis should be on one。 AT モンスター1人では出てこないだけどおかわりセットって感じ。なんかそんな感じがするよね。 いしょ。これでスピード落としとくか。これは一体何に弱いんだったっけ。なんか光に弱いみたいな感じがしたな。お、いいねいいねいいね。リンベルちゃんナイスだよ。リンベルちゃん。オッケー。Sometimes characters in English take a hit わらわらって。Sometimes I am busy with fighting, my English broken よしよしよしよしよしよしよしよし。2095おいしい。あざますあざます。間違えた間違えた。いそうだな。逃げろ。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。来れないはず。レネギス強化装甲兵みたいな。やばいやばいやばいやばい。ATM おじさんなんとかしたいな。間違えた間違えた間違えてない。オッケー。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。ナイスナイスナイスナイス。これ全体攻撃だったら嬉しいけど全体攻撃ではないんだよな。よいしょよいしょよいしょ。間違えた間違えちゃったよ。おおアルペンが頑張ってるペン。お、行くかアルフェ。おお。シュッシュッシュッシュッシュッシュ。よしよしよしよしよしよし。ナイス。あとはこの人だけ。そんなに攻撃してこないから CP もあんまり表示されたんじゃなくていいな。ああ痛い。いいいいいいいいい。よし倒しました。いくつ ?3000 もらった。やったーやったー。3000経験値はうまうまじゃない？これどっちだ？こういってこういって、あ、カマキリのとこね。Broke your English now, let's break your Japanese. Breaking my Japanese やばいな。それはやばい。そうだ、なんだっけ、レイズデッドじゃなくてエクゼキューションやってみたい。うまうまやん、ユニコーンだけに。確かに誰うまこの動き速い人にしようかな。遅い人にしよう。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。ここでこれで動くな動くな動くな。オッケーオッケーオッケー。 ナイス。やっぱ黒ひつぎ強いわ。And then maybe break your German so that you're left with no vocabulary. That is disastrous. それはやばい。すべてのボキャブラリーがなくなったらもう喋れなくなっちゃうよ。
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
2945。やったー。結構もらったね。ショートケーキのレシピ。ショートケーキのレシピなんだって。いいものもらったな。めっちゃ敵いる。パイングミあざます。
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the forbidden zone?
これは逃げる。
I have
グッバイ。
a bad feeling about this.
この子は経験値そんなくれないからグッバイですね。 I need to pick a battle.
The normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
グッバイ。どっちにしようかな。こっち行っちゃおうかな。おー、なんかここのモンスターはみんな緑色だね。よしよしよし。うようようようよ。よしよしよし。いいです。とりあえずこの緑色のやつが結構経験値くれる気がするんだわ。よしよしよしよし。来た。ブレイクした。よしよしよしよし。いいねいいねいいね。痛い痛い痛い。ちょっと離れて、この装甲兵に黒ひつぎエクセキューションやりたい。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。めちゃめちゃいってる。かっこいいペンね。かっこいいペン。頑張れアルペン。やるペン。オッケーオッケーペン。いいほらほら、なかなか HP 減らないな。硬いんだよな。よしよしよし。コンボで倒すしかない。よしよしよし。オッケーオッケー。2人に当たった。オッケー。雑ペン雑ペン。それはそうなんだよな。どんどん雑ペンになるんだよな。いくペン。よし、ナイスリンウェルちゃん。あともう1匹だけ。3000くらい HP くれるんだろうな。 HP じゃないや EXP。 経験値ちょうだい。経験値をよこせ。オッケー。おお、3800。めちゃめちゃ経験値もらえたじゃんこれ。マジでやった。やったー。あー、くしゃみが出てきそう。くしゃみどっか行っちゃった。よしよしよしよしよしよしよしよしよし。あ、ちょうさん、根拠いらっしゃい。今ね、レネギスに行ってね、めちゃめちゃバトルしてレベルを上げみたいな感じで経験値を上げてるところなんだ。いらっしゃい。ゆっくりしてってね。 Please don't mute while sneezing. If that's a drawing battle, I have no time to mute my sneeze. 戦闘中はね、さすがにミュートしながらくしゃみが難しいので、そのまま出てきちゃうね。リンメルちゃん、あ、やばいやばい、ちょっとやばい、かなりやばい。間違えた間違えた。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。あれがもうない、 CP がない。使うか、使っちゃおう。 Even when you're not in battle。 よいしょよいしょよいしょ。よしよしよしよしよし。よし、いいぞ。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。あとちょっとで、あとちょっとでコンボで倒せたのにダメだったな。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい、痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛いフェン、痛いフェン。アルフェン頑張るフェン。シオンターンが大変なことになってる。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。やばいフェン、やばいフェン。頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ、あとちょっと。よし、おー、あとちょいあとちょいあとちょい。よしよしよしよしよしよしよしよしよしよしよしよし。うわ、5000やったー。5000だって、やったねー。ちょっとセーブしよう。めっちゃレベル、めっちゃ経験値もらえた。ラッキー。あざます。うまうまうまうま、飯うま。
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was sovereigns only.
あー、確かに。アルフェンの力使うフェン。
Alphen.
どうやって使うの？ GG ありがとう。アルフェン頑張るフェン。デュアハイム didn't die。 そうそう、デュアハイム didn't die。 Maybe today zero squat。 アルフェン便利フェンね便利フェンだわ。
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
なんかキラキラがすごい。
What the?
あ、昔のアルフェン。おお。
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the sovereign and maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of?
ああ。
Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland.
アルフェン便利フェンに使われてる
It
から
isn't right
ね。
what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway.
うん。
So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
ねウィリちゃん。
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
ねウィリちゃん。おお。そしてまたストーリーですね。ストーリーだわ。いっぱいストーリーあるね。
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to. She looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Today's story day,
Yeah,
yes.
that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what
みん
did
な
we
同
just
じの見た
witness
のか。
exactly?
ね、見たっぽ
It
い
was
ね。
too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the
300年前
ceremony.
の会話だ。
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance
ああ、
opened,
ダナの
it
精
was
霊
like a
力。確
stream
か
of
に。
Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis.
ダナ
For
の
all we
力が
know,
送られてるか
perhaps
ら
we're。close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how?
おじさんフ
And
ェ
why?
ン。おじさんフ
We
ェ
had
ン。
no way of
おじ
knowing.
フェン
Maybe
ね。
it's not even as deliberate
300
as all
年
that.
ぐらい、300歳のおじいちゃんだからね。
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those.
確かに。
Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony
そう
really
だよね。
was,
茨の正
it
体
might
がわか
also
るか
lead
も
to
しれない
answers
よ
about your
ね。
thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining.
よし、行
Come
こ
on,
う。とりあえず
let's
進
bust
もう。
this thing wide open.
これは終盤に近いからいっぱい話があるのか
Stay
な。
sharp.
あ、
After that last illusion, there's no telling
ちょ
what
っと
could
待って
happen in。
こ
here.
れがあるということはですね、つまりそういうことなんですよね。 これがあるということはつまりそういうことなのでは。ちょっと一回やってみるか。絶対レベル足りないと思うけど行くか。ボスタイムだ。やばい。ちょっと一回頑張るか。あ、レベル上げ頑張ってって言ってくれてた。ありがとう、長さん。つまりボスか。ボスだな。きっとボスだな。絶対ボスだな。レベル差が激しく開いてると思うんだよな。え？あれ？フィアリちゃんみたいな。あー、目がうつろだ。
Faria, how did you get in
フィ
here?
アリエちゃん。
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
あれ？なんか持ってる。闇じゃない？闇のマスターコアもしかして。おお。おお。
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power
We
when...
can talk later. Here it comes.
45レベル。うわー、結構レベル差ある
I've
な
never known Faria to control doodles like that before.
How about with the stone that looks suspiciously like a magic core?
いけるかな。悪魔みたい。確かにいけるかな。
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
やばいやばいやばい。
Thanks, Kitara. Let the marksman handle this.
You're mine. Elusive deity. Rotating pile driver.
Sleep now. Into the shadow. I'll be safe.
どれがさ弱点属性かな。なんか光が弱そうだよね。うわー、メテオみたいなの強い。動きが遅いけどこれきっと後半めちゃめちゃ強くなるタイプだよこれ絶対。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。なになになになになになになになに。あ、アルフェン死んでるフェン。とりあえず装備を変えるか。ライズバングル 50% で復活。火とかじゃなくて闇なんだよな。アリキサンドライト。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。
Just what I needed. I'll bring you back from beyond. Here's the lightning condemned. Illuminate the dark.
よしよしよしよしよしよしよし。おやおやおや、なかなかコンボが繋がらないんだよな。よしよしよしよしよし。よしよしよし。いいぞいいぞいいぞいいぞいいぞ。いい感じいい感じ。なんか間違えてなんかやってる。なんか勝手に蘇生術みたいなのやってる。あざます。やばいやばい。アルフェン死ぬフェン死んでるフェン。やばいやばいやばい。4分の1がようやく減りそう。アルフェンが死にすぎなんだよな。とりあえずなんか雲みたいだなこれ。デルフェンやばい。2段階目があるか。あ、確かに胸のあれは弱点か。あ、本当だ、胸のあれあるじゃん。胸にオレンジ色のコアがある。あれ倒せば、あれ倒すっていうか、あれ攻撃すればいいのか。よいしょ。おー、これだこれだ。おーおー、やばいやばいやばい。ヒーリングサークル間に合うか間に合うか間に合うか間に合った。ちょっと間に合いきれてないけど。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。 危ねえ危ねえ。アーリンウェルちゃん、シオンタン。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。危ない危ない。死にそうだった今、めちゃめちゃ。頑張れみんな頑張って。毒持ちだねこの人。フォアブレイク、よっしゃ、ナイスナイスナイスナイスナイスナイスナイス。よしよしよし、ちょっと後ろから、卑怯だけど後ろから狙っていく作戦だな。あ、やばい、あれがない。うわ、オレンジ組があと1個しかないよ。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー、頑張って頑張って。 CP がやばい、 CP が結構やばい。CP 頑張れ。やばいやばいやばい。アルフェン死ぬな。フェンちょっとライフボトル使うか。痛い痛い痛い痛い。危ない。やばいな。やばいフェン。CP won't be enough。 やばいよ。 My CP isn't enough。 やばいやばいやばい。やばいやばいやばいやばい。ちょっとアルフェン変わるか。アルフェンじゃなくて前半と動きが違うね。ちょっとずつ強くなってくるタイプだった。やばいやばいやばいやばい。ねえねえねえねえ。よいしょよいしょ。やばいやばいやばい。やばいやばい。あー、リンウェルちゃん。ちょっとアイテムがもうないんじゃないか。グレープグミ。よいしょよいしょ。うわー、ローくんがもう攻撃しなくなっちゃった。よしよしよしよしよし。ちょっとママと交代しよう。ママお願いします。 You want me? Why you say so, baby? I can win. Let's see it. もしかしたら勝てるかもしれない。きっと勝てるかもしれない。よしよしよし。ほらほらほら、かわしてるかわしてる。よしよしよし。やばいやばい、そろそろやばい。あー、死んじゃった。死んでしまったなこれで。どうしようかな。ライフボトルあるから復活。よいしょ。レモングミ。レモン。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。 やばいやばいやばいやばい、もうみんな死んでる。みんな死んじゃってるよ。圧倒的 CP 不足すぎる。 CP が足りないんだよな。いつもいつだって足りてない。全部攻撃かわしていけば勝てるんじゃなかろうか。最後の1個誰に使うか。アルフェに使うか。アルフェよろしく頼んだ。死ぬなよ。でも死にました。よいしょ。グレープグミ。地味にいけるんじゃない？ That's unfortunate. テュオハリム die. But it's already red area. あ、シオンタン。ちょっと頑張りたいなこれ。よしよしよし。よしよしよしよしよしよし。いけるかもしれないぞこれ。Maybe we can win. Let's believe in yourself. ほらほらほら、ちょっとずつちょっとずつ。ほらほらほら。もしかしたらこれワンチャン勝てるんじゃないこれ。よいしょよいしょよいしょ。いけアルフェン、頑張るフェン。ね、後ろ取ってけばいける説かなりあるよ。痛い。あとちょっと。やばい、なんか必殺技出してきそう。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。やばいやばいやばい。よしよしよしよしよし。よしよしよしよしよし。よしよしよしよしよし。あとちょっとあとちょっと。やばい、後ろ回れない。あと19000。頑張ればいける。だって2万ぐらい減らしたんだもん。アルフェン、君ならできる。主人公の力見せてくれよ。君ならできるって信じさせてくれよアルフェン。いけるって信じさせてくれよアルフェン。 ならいける、絶対いける、信じてる、信じてるアルフェン。よしよしよしよし、あと1万4000。あー、やばい。危ない。あとちょっと。ここでピーチグミを食しておく。痛い。やばいやばいやばい。よしよしよし。後ろ回らせてくれよ。危な。あとちょっと。よしよしよしよしよし、あとちょっと、あとちょっと。落ち着け落ち着け。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。いけ、アルベ頑張れ。やばい、焦るな焦るな焦るな。焦ったら死ぬ、焦ったら死ぬ。あとちょこっとだから頑張ってアルフェ。あー、危ない危ない。相手の攻撃を待つ。やばい、危ない、かなり危ない。やったー、倒したー、やったー、 I did it finally、 イエーイ、 I did it ゴリ押し、ナイス。いや、めっちゃ GG でしょこれ。やったー。え、ドキドキした、めちゃめちゃドキドキした。うちも。
She's preparing another summoning.
やめて、もうやめて。
casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
あ、何すんの。お、よかった、腹パンだった。よかった、腹パンだった。キスするかと思ったわ。よかった。
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
抱きつくと思ったね。え、いやもう大変びっくりしたわ。
Shion, please, can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise
腹パ
she'll
ン
be
でよかっ
back
た
to
奥
her
さん。
real self when she wakes up. All I can do
If
is
it was a
heal her
kiss, you don't have to
physically.
be better. No, 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 no. That's
We're not
worse.
even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
誰？
you, Avakir. What are you
あ
doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry.
キ
I
スし
had
て
no
たら切り
idea.
散らかしてた。
And you
いや
believed me?
切り散らかすよ。
What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I
Kikyo,
know you a
that's
little
better.
better
You
than
shouldn't
that,
be
Dovaline.
overthinking about
Give
yourself.
me some
ええ。
credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
おティオ。Did I say something wrong? え、wrong. That's everything wrong.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about
もうお
everyone
きょうが
else.
主人公みたいな感じになっ
As
てき
for
たな。
Faria, it's always the closest to me
I
who
guess
get
so.
hurt.
You guess so.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzalik was the
あ、
one
ケ
who
ルザレ
killed
ク
my
ね。
brother.
ケルザレ
Under
ク。
orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagan, if it weren't for the
なん
crown
かメガネだ
contest,
し、
he'd
アライ
still
ズの
be
傾向だ
alive.
と裏切
That and the whole
確か
damn
に
hierarchy that makes it possible.
アライズの傾向
But
メガネだ
that's why
と
we're
裏切る
fighting.
からな。
To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
You should have given her a French kiss.
Ridding society
French
of this blight
kiss
is
is
really
which
the only
one?
way
Like
I
a
know
deep
how to
one?
atone for my sins.
No way.
You
Please.
can't atone,
I don't want to think
Dohalim.
about it.
I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul searching or
そう、死んだ
trying
人は
to
死
make
んだままだ
amends
か
is
ら
going
な。
to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
ああ、
No,
余興が
the
怒ってる
opposite,。in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others.
もちろん相棒としてですがね。そうね、相棒としていい感じだよね。
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself and for the
ママめちゃめ
change
ちゃいい
that
こ
you
と言う
still can
ね。
be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without
6000
hurting her.
めちゃめちゃ経験値もらえた。やったー。
I'm most grateful.
セーブしましょう、とりあえず。Motivation Speech by Kisara ね、シオンタンの方が可愛かった。可愛いよね。
We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
これはさ、またエピソード入っちゃったな。どうした？
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah,
また聞こえたんだ。何が聞こえたんだ？
it's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
もうなんかちょっと進むたびにすぐ何これ怖いな。どんな場所だ？あ、儀式するのかな。Resurrect Woman ね。Where is it? ほわんほわん。
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
え？どういうこと？どういうこと？なんか火花が出てきた。何アルフェンは？アルフェンはこの時何してたの？ うしたの？何？どういうこと？
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now.
どういうことなんだこれは。
It was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... Like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
なるほど、わからん。わからんよね。
Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two.
大丈夫か。
Squabbling over theories will get us
Confusing stuff,
nowhere.
but cool. ね。
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going.
確かに、ネベリーの記憶だったらね。受け布が入ってて、それが儀式によって表面化したってこと。ああ、そんな感じするよね。ネベリちゃんの目の瞳の奥になんかいたもんね。
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
OK。じゃあ、とりあえずセーブしてスクワットしますかね、スクワット。
You begin to understand what the thorns are.
よし。
Yes. And their source.
じゃあ、
A ceremony
スクワットの
that
準備をするから、ちょっと待ちたまえ。エクササイズ、やばいな。10回追加になりましたね。70回。70回か。スクワット忘れてた。いや、あるんですよ、スクワットが。ちょっと待ってね。これをこうして、どこにやってたっけかな。ちょっと待っててね。これか。よいしょ。少々お待ちを。よいしょ。イエーイ、どうもお久しぶり。どうもどうも。やばいやばいやばい。足が荒ぶってる。足が荒ぶってる。スクワットやりますか。じゃあ70回。まあ、70回は普通にやるか。せーの。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14、15、16、17、18、19、20、21、22、23、24、25、26、27、28、29、30、31、32、33、34、35、36、37、38、39、40、41、42、43、44、45、46、47、48、49、50、51、52、53、54、55、56、57、58、59、60、61、62、63、64、65、66、67、68、69、70、71、72、73、74、75、76、77、78、79、80、81、82、83、84、85、86、87、88、89、90、91、92、93、94、95、96、97、98、99、100、101、102、103、104、105、106、107、108、109、110、111、112、113、114、115、116、117、118、119、120、121、122、123、124、125、126、127、128、129、130、131、132、133、134、135、136、137、138、139、140、141、142、143、144、145、146、147、148、149、150、151、152、153、154、155、156、157、158、159、160、161、162、163、164、165、 うわ疲れた。26、27、28、29、30、31、32、33、34、35、36、37、38、39、40、41、42、43、44、45、46、47、48、49、50、あと20回。51、52、53、54、55、56、57、58、59、60、あと10回。61、62、63、64、65、66、67、68、69、70。はあ、疲れた。ストレッチしましょうかね。ストレッチ。うわー、ストレッチ。ストレッチしました。お水飲め。お水飲むかな。お水ちょっと待って、お水入れよう。よいしょよいしょよいしょ。やばい、足が少しつらい。わかる？少しつらい。お水入れてここ。よいしょ。おちよおちよ。今日もイケメンだね、おちよ。よいしょ。じゃあ水いただきます。ああ、疲れた。ああ、ああ、ああ、疲れました。ありがとうございます。よいしょ。よいしょ。はい、ということで70回しました。Because it's been a week since you have done any もう大変だったよ。エクササイズありがとうございました。荒ぶってるね、短を。カメラがね、外れると荒ぶってしまうんですわ。はあ、ありがとうございました。じゃあ、もう11時半か。さすがに終わりにしますかね。よいしょ。じゃあ、今日の結果、ちょっと待ってね。どれだっけ？配信マネージャーだ。予想の結果を選択。ということで、今日の結果ですね。今日の結果は70回だったので、0から90が確定でした。よし。0から90。ということで、当たった人は20チャンネルポイントが授与されます。ポチ。残念ながら正解者はいませんでした。残念。2オツの70回でしたね。はい。これ面白いからまた次もさ、やるか。何回スクワットするかなみたいなやつ。ね、unfortunate. But next time we have a chance. そう、また次回チャンスがあるからやろう。じゃあまず雑談部屋に戻りますかね。こっち。おいしょ。はーい。いや、今日は結構ストーリー読む話だったな。みんなめっちゃ落ちするって思ってたのにまさかのストーリー読む回だったからあんまりそんなに落ちなかったね。So today is like a story day, so there wasn't so much battles. So that's why less squat timings, less squat quantities. Less squats. ね、少なかったということでしたね。はい。疲れた。いやなんか最近さ、夜昨日夜めちゃめちゃ寒かったけど、なんか今日は暑かったし、なんか気温がコロコロ変わるから、ほんと風には気をつけてお過ごしください、皆さん。So in Japan, it is like yesterday was very cold day, but today was a little bit hot day, and the temperature is changing drastically, so please be careful on your health condition. So how about if you lose the bet, you request something from us? もしうちが勝ったら、そうだね。 何がいいかな。まあ、3回とかにしよう。3回勝ったら。Let's do it if I win 3 times. If I win? 関東系は暑かったらしいですね。なんかね、コロコロ天気が変わるから、天気っていうか気温が変わるから大変だわ。なんかもしもその誰も予想当てなかったら、当たらなかったら、何か視聴者からキヨキヨへのなんだろう、キヨキヨが望むことは配信に来てくださいかな、配信見に来てくれるかなぐらいかな。All I want you is just come to my stream and have enjoy and have a lot of chats かな。That is all my desire. Otherwise I cannot enjoy my streaming. 誰も来ないと配信やっててもね、誰も来なくて寂しくなっちゃうからね。それだけが唯一の希望でございますね。はい。ということで。必ず来ますよ。可愛いキューキューのためなら。ありがとう、ありがとう。So the temperature is bad in Japan. Yes, そうそう。We are always here for you, キューキュー。ありがとう、ありがとうね。Thank you, thank you very much. ありがとう。ありがとうございます。よいしょ。そうだ、あれを確認しなきゃいけないんだ。Speaking of something, I remember something. Okay. Eham, thank you very much. I succeeded to download a file that you resent me. Thank you. ありがとう。ちょっと待って。ありがとう。ありがとう。めちゃめちゃ嬉しい。はい。誕生日プレゼントをリンクで送ってくれて、ダウンロード期限がね、過ぎちゃったんだけど、もう一回送り直してもらったってやつですね。ありがとうございます。ホモホモさん、こんきよ。いらっしゃい。いらっしゃいませ。どうもどうもどうも。ゲームの時間終わって雑談タイムだよ、今。ね、元気してた？いらっしゃい。I hope you like it. Of course, I love it.ありがとう。ありがとうね。めちゃめちゃ嬉しい、これ。I keep it as my treasure, as I described on the Google form.Google フォームに書いたように宝物として大事にしますので、ありがとうございます。よかった、ありがとう。無事受け取れましたね。なんだっけ、明日が配信お休みか。明日ね、早起きしなきゃいけないんだわ。大変だわ。I need to wake up tomorrow a little bit earlier. I try my best for you. I did put a lot of love. ありがとう。I can feel a lot of love. ありがとう。ラブ感じられるよ。ラブ。ありがとね。ありがとう。ね、ちょっとカレンダー見ていい？今週あれだ。カラオケの配信だ。出社ですか？そう。明日出社でございます。明日出社で、明後日アライズで、しあさってカラオケというゲームで遊びますね。Tomorrow is off day, and the day after tomorrow I will play again the Tales of Arise, and then Friday I will play karaoke by ToARISE. Woo! And then Saturday is the watch together for a movie. Woo! So be careful tomorrow while working. Thank you. ありがとう。ありがとうね。人からでは、人からだ。カラオケじゃなくて人からだっけ？チラズアートさんの人からっていうゲームで遊びますね。いやー、どうなるかな。ちょっと怖いな。I'm a bit scared of what's going on. どんな感じになるかちょっと楽しみだな。はい。っていう感じでございます。よし、ちょっと水、もう一回飲もう。水。Yes, scary stuff and maybe jump scare. A lot of jump scares. 多分ジャンプスケアがあるんだろうな。怖すぎてやめるか、酔いでやめるか。どっちかなWhich will be faster? I give up because of scary or because of motion sickness? どっちかな。はい。ということで、なんか翻訳くんがちょびちょびってなってるけど、どういうことだMy translator is saying something star marks. It happens when I say something bad words. Hopefully you don't get motion sickness. Thank you. I wish so. キュキョもそう思います。乗り物酔いじゃなくてなんだっけ、ゲーム酔いしないように祈っておりますので、はい。But キュキョ don't say bad words. I didn't say it. My translator くん wrongly heard it. トランスレーターくんが翻訳くんが間違えて聞いちゃっただけだから、キュキョは悪いこと言ってないよ。言ってない。そうだよ。たまに間違えちゃうからね、翻訳くん。 よし、じゃあそんな感じで、もう夜も遅いのでね、こんな感じでおしまいにしますかね。今日はシロさんのところ行こうかな。またFive Nights at Freddy's 遊んでる。シロさん is not playing the Five Nights at Freddy's, so I want to raid her. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for stopping by, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, this button, and also follow my Twitch and X. ね。ありがとうございました。今日も来てくれてありがとうございました。もしよかったらチャンネル登録、高評価、通知のベルをオンにして、Twitch と X のフォローをよろしくお願いいたします。ね、今日はシロさんのところにレイドをしに行きます。ちょっと待って、なんかいろいろクリックして変なのいっぱい出てきちゃった。よいしょ、よいしょよいしょよいしょ。じゃあ、行きましょうか。皆さん準備はいいかな？よっしゃ、じゃあね、おやすみ、また明後日ね。Good night, thank you.